Hello, today I just have a normal vlog for you. And hello, my name is Marianne, if you're new here. Today is Friday and I started this week printing the sketch for the cover for this calendar that I'm working on, that I have talked about earlier. This year has started very well for me, so I'm very busy. I would need to have one or two illustrations for this cover finished per week, so I'm trying to set the, to hurry a little bit so I can meet my deadline with the client. I also wanted to say thank you for all the comments on my last videos about feedback on what content to show in my videos and what you want to know. All that kind of things has been a big help for me. I know as I wrote to some of you, I know that I talk too much and I need to be more focused. But I'm working on it. Talking is not my best. It's not the thing that I'm best at. So I'm glad you're still here. So there's always a place for improvement, and yeah, so I will continue this vlog with a voiceover, but I just wanted to come in here and say hi. After I printed the sketch for the cover, I took the big roll of paper, the watercolor paper that I have, and started measuring and cutting all the different paper sizes that I needed for the calendar. I was actually taking a little risk here because I didn't have the response from my client yet, but I was hoping that there will be no changes. But as you can see here, after I got feedback, there were a little change in the placement of some of the elements, so I didn't lose all what I had done until then. I know I have to be as organized as possible and try to use the time as wise as possible. I just wanted to jump in quick here to say the reason that I need to be as organized and as practical as possible when having a bigger job like this is because I cannot just, having a project like this, leave everything aside and forget about it. I still need to be active on social media, work on my portfolio, and maybe take contact to new possible clients and stuff like that. And I also have to take into account that other jobs might pop in, so I rather have done as much as possible so I would have time to take in new jobs. And I also know that at some point I will have to make some accounting and stuff like that, all the admin stuff that I talk about all the time. This is a big challenge for me, to always being active, reaching out to new clients and working for the client that I have at the moment. So now let's go back to the blog. So after deleting the parts that had some corrections on the transferred sketch, I did a new transfer with the corrections. And after that, I had printed 12 paper templates where I could write down each month. And from a big list from my research, I started picking up which animals and which plants and maybe landscapes I could fit in. I just write each animal and plant on each month, and then I start sketching some of the months, the ones that I have enough animals and enough plants to make a composition. When I am finished with the cover painting, at least I will have some drawings ready to start my next paintings. Hello, today is Tuesday, and I didn't record any, or maybe a little bit yesterday, but I just wanted to say hi and tell you about what I have been working on and invite you inside the studio this week, so that you can see some snippets of what I'm working on and how my day goes. So today I have been working on the cover for the calendar. I have been researching a lot again about animals and plants, and finding some reference images of landscapes and that kind of stuff. So now that I have the sketches ready and approved by the client, I have transferred to start with the cover illustration to watercolor paper, and I am now I am drawing all details, and when I'm done with that I will be able to start painting. And let me show you what I have done. So here I have some reference images in the iPad, which I use a lot to show reference images, and here I have a little handy book that I got some years ago from a client. It has become very handy to find berries that grows here, and when they have the berries, when they have flowers and all that kind of stuff. It says in this little book. So here is the cover drawing. So these are the animals that I will paint this year in the cover. I have made a mix of different flowers, animals, different kinds. Here comes the title of the cover, which I will do digitally, but I have just drawn it here to see where it is placed. And I'm working right now on this berries that has berries in winter, one of the few, because all the elements that I have here on the cover will be inside the different months also, so I have to choose a little bit from each month. Here is only, this is the how I transfer my sketches. This is how rough I work sometimes, so now I have to go in and redraw all this. We have some birds here in, might be a summer image, some water plants. So this is the situation. As you can see, it's covering all my table, so it makes it a little bit difficult to work with. You might think, okay, why I am drawing on the watercolor paper, and that is because I will paint this with wash, and wash will cover everything, so that is not a problem. If this was for a watercolor painting, it would be a mess, but it is not this time. So that is where I am right now. And now I will continue drawing